We get paid for bringing value to the marketplace, says Jim Rohn. Today we're going to talk about one of those interview questions which you can never miss in any interview. That is the salary expectation question. It's normally said that once bitten, twice shy. I once lost an opportunity because I was not able to answer that question well. And so today I'm going to give you tips. If you navigate on them, you can never go wrong on that question. And you can never miss a job opportunity because you did not answer that question well. So the first thing you need to take note of is to do your research well. Do a groundwork well on salary. So as you're doing your research, you are going to consider a few things, like 3 things in your research. You have to look into the size of the organization. The way parastatal will pay an account assistant is different from the way you'll be paid at an M-Pesa shop. So size of the organization matters even as you navigate through this question. The second thing you have to consider is your skills and experience as a person who is seeking for that particular role. So as you answer the salary expectation, also know your skills and experience. What value are you going to bring into that role? The third thing you really need to take note of for you to be able to navigate into the question of salary is the industry. The way an account assistant will be paid in a hospitality industry is different from the way he or she'll be paid in a construction firm. So it's good for you to take note of the industry. Then one thing you also have to take note of is by the time the hiring manager is asking you about the salary expectation, they already have a budget. So don't ask them how much they are offering if they've asked you how much you expect. It looks like you don't even know what you're doing there. So to answer this question, give a range. Remember, you've done your groundwork well, you've known the size of the organization, you've known the industry, you know your skills and experience. Of course, in skills and experience, you don't expect somebody who's just fresh from college to be paid 100,000 in probably an IT assistant job. His pay will be different from somebody who's had like 3-5 years experience. So skills and experience is very, very key. So what you need to do is to give a range. And when you're giving a range, probably let's give an example of you've applied for a job of operations officer in a construction firm probably, or transport and logistics. Let's use transport and logistics. You've applied as a operations officer, and so give a range. When you ask, just give a range. Probably you would say, wouldn't mind between 100,000 to 180. If you give me something between there, I'll be comfortable. But one thing you need to take note of again, the lower. If you're given the lower, you should be comfortable. If you're given in between, you should be comfortable. So that's why there's need for you to give the range. The next thing you need to consider again as you answer that question is don't be static. Like you've said, it's 100,000, it's 100,000 and not negotiable. Be open-minded. You've given them a range. Then in that range, you can go ahead and ask them that what are there other benefits apart from whatever the range I've given you. then from there it means that you're also engaging them and you're showing them that it's not only about the salary. Then don't ask too low. Don't ask too low. If you're somebody who's worked in different organizations and you have experience and skills needed for the role, if you ask too low, it gives them an opinion like either you are desperate or you don't know what you're doing. And again, don't ask too high. When you ask too high, it shows that either you're just interested in the money and you're not there to deliver. So you have to be so cautious. But the best thing, once you've done your research and you've gotten it right, just give a range. You can never go wrong. So remember, we get paid for the value we bring to the marketplace. Remember that. You're valuable. Please like our page, follow us, subscribe for more tips on how to go about your interview skills. Thank you and be blessed.